Hello, everyone. This is Duran's Healing, and welcome to tonight's Healing Circle. For those of you who are new here, welcome to my channel, where I provide weekly energetic updates for the collective. And as I began to blaze this fire tonight, gather around and contribute your very powerful energy. Whether it be a like, a share, subscribe, or comment below to let me know how these messages are showing up in your world. And with that being said, let's jump right into the stones to see what the higher energy has in store for us tonight. And the message that's speaking the loudest is coming from your spirit guides, your ancestor team, or your higher team, and it's landing itself in the nature part of your energy. And this is quite pivotal to the point surrounding change. Changes in your world, changes within yourself. And the two stones that are right beside of this ancestor or spirit guide stones are your nature stone and your wisdom stone. And speaking to the nature stone, this lets me know you are deeply aligned with yourself. You know who you are. You know where you are and where you're going. There's something innate within your spirit that knows that you are serving a very key role, not only on this planet, but you also know your place within the universe. And the reason this message is going on a higher or a cosmic level here is because of this stone here. Your creativity is next to it. You see, the expression of this authentic energy or the alignment of your physical body connected to your spiritual body, connected to the cosmos, does something very powerful, very unique. And the expression of this energy shows up as creativity. And you're learning this expression, this formula, this science, this coding within the universe. And not only that, you're taking the proper steps to ensure that you let this part of you out. No matter how complex it is, no matter how challenging the issue may present itself in your world, your job is to be all that you are and express this frequency out into the world. And I can see that you're doing it. Magic shows up here, doing the impossible, making things that tends to go against certain modalities, certain status quos that are set up within the paradigm that you live in. You serve to rebel against that, because there is some transformative energy surrounding this creativity. You bypass any issues, any barriers in order for this expression of the deepest part of your energy to come out. Whatever bone that you need to pick, you'll do it, because you're more focused about getting to the meat of the matters, because that is where your creativity will expand itself towards, getting down to the bottom of things. Not only that, what I can see here, an indicator that will let you know that your expression of this energy has landed to the right place. You will meet your power. People will recognize you. You will be recognized as a person of leadership. But not only that, what I'm also downloading here in the stones is that this energy is unwavering. You're not moved by people's opinion. You're not moved by any given situation that tends to stand in your way when it comes to you expressing this part of yourself out. For some of you, this has been a long time coming. This has been a moment in your life that you have been longing for to express yourself fully. I don't know what creative endeavor some of you have been on, but the stars or these stones are saying that change is coming in your world so that you can finally show the world what you're truly made of, what you're truly about, because this is the expression of the deepest part of yourself, the part where you kept hidden, kept in the shadows, not revealing it out into the world, but you can no longer hide this part of yourself. That is what the energy is saying, and the power that you will gain once you step forth will flow to you and through you very seamless, very effortlessly. It's like there is a relationship. There is this higher or supportive energy that will verify or validate your parking, letting you know where you've made it, where you've landed, and you've made it to the right place. People will recognize you. People will pull you out from the crowd to let you know your energy has done something to them. Because this energy is transformative. It will move people. It will draw out this type of excitement, this energizing or polarizing energy where people will have to honor you or speak so powerfully and so highly of you because no one or nothing has moved them in this way. But you've done it. You will do it. Because this authenticity stone here, the core frequency of your energy is that of magic, bringing an ounce or a different element to this world that people are desiring. People can look at you and see the power of your energy. It's because you've honored yourself in this way. It has done wonders for you, but now is the time for it to do wonders for this planet and the people around you. Period. Very interesting thread of consciousness here. But I would like to look at the other message surrounding change. But the way the stones are falling is striking to me. There is something here that is pulling my eye, and the element is the earth. This snake vertebrate is landing in the earth, and this lets me know that some of you in the collective may be moving. There is changes going on in your home. Very profound changes, radical changes. If you're not moving yet, you may have had the idea or the thought that it's time to change locations. That's what this stone speaks to. And quite interestingly, the earth stone is in the earth, because this change lets me know it is bringing you closer to the home that you desire, bringing you closer to the place of your belonging in which your feet plants itself on the soil to let the paradigm that you live in know that you've made it here. And this is about energy. People will begin to feel your energy because you will constantly show up over and over again. People may think that you're one and done. You've gone to an event and they will never see you again. No. Because this energy is grounding itself here and now, you're not going anywhere. And if people have an issue with your energy, tell them to get ready for the continuity of your frequency to be present. You're here to be felt. The stones are aligning or telling me that the homecoming of your energy has made its way down or will make its way down. That's why this energy is very potent. It's very strong because it grounds you. It's a very grounding energy. And the second stone next to your ancestor or spirit guide stone is your wisdom. And I will bring this full circle, but there's something about the way you talk. You can speak things into fruition, is what I'm sensing here. You can manifest the reality of your dreams by simply uttering words that you see in your visions, in your mind, in your dreams, and somehow your world begins to turn this dream into reality. This is a very potent wisdom because it's landing itself in the waters. It's healing. Is meant to bring about this fluidity of information that you're downloading or gaining from one dimension to the next. That's what I'm sensing here in this stone. But I'm also sensing a different message surrounding the way you speak. It changes people's world. It brings about healing to their world by you giving your perspective about their given situation. A counselor, a therapist, someone of high regards where people take what you say as value. There's value in your words. There's value in your wisdom. And being that this stone is circulating around the earth, there's quite a few stones here circulating around the element of earth for you, which is your authenticity stone, your ancestor stone, your wisdom stone, your obstacle transformation, and your medicine. Yeah, you may be going through a very profound change, but it's like this energy that's orbiting around your earth, or the core frequency of your energy sends a higher message about how your energy is aligned with the cosmic thread. It's like the frequencies that you're tapped into allows you to pull in these energies to the planet that you live in. The world will get a glimpse of your authenticity, your healing wisdom. But also, quite uniquely here, the obstacle is showing up here, meaning that there's something stopping your flow, even as all of these good things that are materializing in your world. A lot of transformation, a lot of changes that you're undergoing, but the obstacle is still here, showing up, circulating around your core frequency. And this stone is sitting in a relationship ring. And this lets me know that you may be filtering out in the midst of this transition different types of people that may not be in alignment with your core frequency. It's like you're seeing this in real time, seeing people's frequency, reading their energy, instead of just connecting with people for the sake of. No, you're starting to see how and why people may not be in proper alignment with your type of frequency. Not only that, you're taking the effort, a concerted effort, to retract or refrain from going down into, I'm getting a download here. Give me 1 second, guys. What I'm seeing here is a fire. I'm not seeing a fire. I was seeing smoke. But where there's smoke, there's fire. Some of you in the collective may had to learn the hard way, is what I'm sensing here. Some of you may had to get your hands burned before you realize you shouldn't touch the stove. But what I'm sensing here is that some of you may have seen red flags in a relationship, friendship, or a social circle. and you kept going because you had to see it through. You had to see it with your own eyes before you pulled yourself back or pulled yourself out of the situation. But now the stones are turning to say that when you see the smoke, you go the other way. You're no longer having to go down the treacherous trail to know that catastrophe may be on the horizon. You don't have to get your energy warped up into a negative or hostile connection now. No, you pull back ahead of time. That's what I'm sensing here, and one of the downloads that I'm getting surrounding this obstacle stone. But what I would like to do is to pull some cards to see what this obstacle surrounding your inner core frequency that may be stopping the flow of things. What is this obstacle about that's showing up for the collective? And in terms of this obstacle stone, the cards that came out were dreams, not in alignment, don't resist, collaborative effort, psyche, and support. And what I'm downloading here is that some of you may be getting the telltale signs of many given situations well in advance. And it's through your dreams, it's through this connection that your psyche has with the spirit world that taps you into like an informative information system that wants to keep you updated with the energy surrounding you. And though these dreams show up as symbols, signs, or almost like an analogy, a parable is what I'm downloading. What I'm sensing is that it's not as clear and cut dry. But due to the vibration of these dreams, that lets you know the intensity of the frequencies that you may be experiencing in real time. This is very abstract. This is very large that I can see some of your intuitive and spiritual gifts are. But the truth of the matter here is that these signs and energies that you feel will let you know what is in alignment with you and what's not. The larger message here says don't resist and embrace this collaboration that you have with the spirit world that will clear out your psyche from any confusing energies that may show up in your world. Where there is confusion, there is a lack of clarity. And being that your energy and your spirit is so blessed, and I need to clarify what blessing is. Blessing is not material things. Having a lot of abundance, a lot of this and a lot of that. Blessing is the state of the soul where your psyche sits in comfort. And all of these dreams and downloads that you get allows your psyche to be clear about the energies in your world that may cause you confusion, that may cause you challenges, or on a positive note, that may give you insight about the directions you should go. This energy is of support. This is a supportive energy in your world, and the reason why it's showing up as an obstacle for some of you is that you may not take this in as a powerful source of information guiding you, guiding your spirit in its best interest. You may be held up in certain dynamics, certain situations that muddy your mind. When your mind is muddy, when you're in a state of confusion, you need to get out of it. And don't resist, by hanging on to certain situations and certain energy for the sake of a false sense of security. No, you're much bigger than that. You're much larger than that. There is a supportive energy on your side. All you need to do is release. Release yourself when you're trapped in the mud of reductionism. Holding your energy down to a certain frequency, stonewalling it like a dam, unable to break, building up the waters. But no matter what, the energies that are moving, jumping back into the stones, your water stone is here, aligned in the water. It will always be an attempt by the higher energy to keep you in the flow of your highest good. There's something here surrounding the resistance of going to this next level, and it may be due to the unknown. It may be due to you not necessarily knowing what's ahead of you. But you have to take the plunge. You have to take the step forward, because what's on the opposite side of this water flow is your freedom, your liberation. That is where this energy is trying to get you to go towards. Transformation is here. Transforming things that may not be conducive to where you're headed. You may be blossoming out of a certain frame of thinking, a certain way of thought. And this energy is trying to break ground to cultivate a new way of life for you. A new philosophy, a new friendship group, a new relationship, a new perspective about how you should move on this planet, because your gift is showing out here next to the transformation stone. You are meant to deliver your gift to this planet, and things that keep you held down, energies that your mind keeps turning itself over and over again, getting the same answer, makes you borderline insane, expecting a different result but doing the same thing. No, they're trying to break you out of this cocoon, to blossom you into your abundance, your gift, your blessing that you have to deliver to this planet. And this is a collaborative effort that the spirit world and the cosmos has with you to bring forth this radical change. Period. Very large message. Wow, thank you all for being here and joining me tonight in this healing circle. And what I will do at this time, I would like to change the trajectory of this energy to see what other messages the higher energy would like for me to convey with you all at this time. And if you stay this far, please be sure to like, share, subscribe, or comment below to let me know how these messages are showing up in your world. What other messages the higher energy would like for me to convey with the collective? And the cards that came out were, it's a facade, sacred geometry, purpose, mathematics, food, and trauma. And what I'm downloading here is that some of you in the collective may be breaking out this facade, the illusions that you have been living in for quite some time. Like you're stepping back into reality, stepping back into the truth of your experience. And it may be very hard or very harsh to see things that you did not want to see, or to accept the reality of certain situations. What it will reveal to you is that things are not what they seem. People are not who they have said they were. There's something here about a mirage, and you're breaking out of that. You're hydrating yourself enough because it's your purpose. You have dwelled in your healing journey and on your path so much so lies cannot exist. You live in truth, and the harsh reality of the truth is that realness prevails. Anything outside of that will fall flat with a person like you. And it may make you sad. It may dishearten your heart, knowing that the people you've placed on a pedestal were not who they said they were. And this is food for thought. This is the food that has fueled your energy to the point that it has nourished you. And this food is the truth. This food is realness. This food is honesty. This has helped you so much on your journey, because I can sense that some of you have went through a great deal of trauma, a great deal of pain to get you where you are now. But this is more about a story of victory, triumph. Because you, even in your trauma, even in your challenging and tumultuous experience, you still prevailed. You still made it out on top. And you would not and could not have made it if it wasn't for the Spirit, if it wasn't for the science, because sacred geometry and mathematics came out. Though your life may appear to be chaotic, there is a math to it. The math, the science, and the energies and the symbols that have shown up in your world were serving as a guiding point. We're serving as a compass to keep you moving forward on your path and not staying stuck in a situation circling around itself, keeping your energy reduced down to a certain frequency. You prevailed. You saw the facade because you knew your purpose was greater. There was something more to you. And you've always known this. You've always got the signs. There was always symbols and very intricate experiences in your world that served themselves almost as angels when you were down on your luck. When you did not have anything else to turn to, you turned within and stayed true to yourself, fueling yourself, feeding yourself, nurturing yourself in a way that your spirit needed. No one can tell you what you've gone through because you've done it. And you've gained the wisdom, you've gained the knowledge. Now you're here, rising like a phoenix from the ashes, and no one can move you from where you're headed. Continuing down your path, move around. You have something to say, and your energy will be felt, and no one can move you away from this. You have gone through more for less. And now that the stars or the stones are aligning in a way to let you know you saw the facade, you saw the lies, you saw the illusion, now you're moving around in a proper way so your purpose can expand itself, because you know you have one life to live and you have to give it your all. Period. That's the message. Very powerful message that came through at the end of this reading. Thank you all for joining me and contributing your very powerful energy. And with that being said, I'm going to come down and close out tonight's healing circle, and I will see you all at the next.